And so it begins. You ready now? I think so. Hello, my name is Lakin and welcome to my channel. In today's video, it's finally happening. It has been a month almost since I have finished my first draft, but I have not been doing nothing during this month. While my husband has been reading, I have been figuring out stuff. I have been working on all the things that I knew I needed to change and flesh out, and I'm still not fully done. He's finished reading, so now I'm going in to read my book and mark it up. He's already been marking it up, like as you can see. Not too much because, you know, he's being nice. But enough to where I can get some direction and some actual input. But it was promising because he said it had a good foundation and it wasn't utter trash. Yay! I wanted to bring you along and document me reading my book for the first time and going through it and re-outlining stuff and adding more scenes, because I knew whenever I was writing it the first time that I was writing the bare bones of a story. I knew it was nowhere near complete. It's very small compared to what I want it to be. Especially now that practically everything has changed. So when I wrote this, it was a animal tale. The main characters were animals. So as I'm reading this, I will be going in to basically see what I can keep and what I need to move around, while keeping in mind that they are now humans. There is now a magic system. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know where I'm going with any of this, but I know I want to document it so I can look back on it. I'm hoping this read-through will go by pretty quickly because I'm not really looking at any wording or any sentences. I'm just gonna try to like circle things that I like and things that I want to keep but I definitely need to change and stuff like that, because basically my next draft, since so much has changed, my next draft is still gonna be like a first draft. I do not know what I need, but I have sticky notes, highlighters, pens, I have some water, and some food to keep me going. Now, each of these are stapled together for each paragraph as much as I can because I had nothing else to bind this with, and as you can tell, it's already gone through a lot. There are stain marks, some stuff was spilled on it, and I'm pretty sure that's my outline, so that is not part of the book. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Right here in chapter 12 is where Bagheera decided he did not like it. So he tried to do some editing himself. I did not appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get started with chapter 1. Don't mind whatever in the world my hair is doing. It is what it is. I need to take a shower, but I'm putting it off. I've been working on the outline. I've realized that reading my book, I don't enjoy it. Not that I don't enjoy the story and the idea, but I don't enjoy reading something that I know I'm having to fix.
And so it feels like me taking the time to read and like really dictate what I enjoy and what needs to be done in it. Like, feels like such a waste to just move on to the outline and really focus on that. So I'm just using the notes my husband gave and then the thoughts that I have in my own head about all of this, and I am re-outlining. I can't show you it fully because then you'll see all the plot points and stuff like that. This over here is my original outline from Google Docs. And all this over here are scenes that I need to add, and then I've combined chapters 3 and 4 and stuff like that. And I'm just going to do one act at a time. I really like a lot of the scenes that I'm adding. I feel like I'm giving it more depth, which I knew I needed. So I need to figure out exactly what's happening in each scene. I need to make connector scenes if I need to in between each of the main scenes. I need to figure out who are all the characters that are going to be in each scene. I'm saying scene a whole lot, but I need to figure out all the characters and where they are. I'm getting a more grip on what I'm actually doing, and hopefully this goes out. I'm wanting to finish Act 1 today. I also changed the title of my book because I had a title that I knew was kind of a placeholder, but I also kind of liked it. And that was Rise of the Night. And like night as in like with a K and not just an N. I liked that, but there are no longer knights, traditional knights in this story. So me using that word, people would automatically have knights envisioned in their head, and I don't want to have to like use the same word but it means something different in my world and just have that confusion. I don't want to deal with that. So having to change it. I wrote down a lot of different names, and then I had my husband pick out some of the best ones, and it wasn't the one I was initially like wanting to go for, but I think it's growing on me. And also he is the one that does like reads fantasy. He said the title that we picked out was catchy and like made him interested and wanted to read it, which is what I want.
Outlining so much. Oh my goodness. If I could be a pantser, oh my goodness, I would. I've tried that. It was a hot mess. I broke down crying. Not going down that road again. No. I know I'm a plotter and I know this is gonna be good, but oh my goodness, do I hate it. I finished outlining the first act with like adding new scenes and kind of fleshing it out more and taking away some scenes that didn't work in the first time. And now I am making the actual scenes, like describing like where that scene's taking place, who's in the scene, and basically what's going on in the scene. And I'm also giving myself transition scenes that I'm just kind of saying like what needs to go on to get from scene A to scene B to kind of make it fit more. And I'm also starting my timeline, and I just finished chapter 1 and I'm exhausted. I've written it, I feel like I've written it out really well. I have like, they're talking to villagers and other people, and all I have is like villager times 3. So I need to like figure out who those villagers are, but that's not important right now, because one thing I am really bad at, and I'm bad at it in like everything, even my personal life, and that is having my characters talk to friends, having my characters have friends and have other people they communicate with, because I don't. I talk to my husband. That's it. Whenever I play The Sims, I always get the loner badge because my Sims never have friends. At least they don't have friends outside their family. I have to do better at that because nobody wants to read a book where they only talk to themselves and to the people that they live with. So far, the outline has jumped down to 11 pages. It was, I don't know how many pages beforehand. Chapter 1 covers 11 days. Even though we kind of jump a little bit. I'm not keeping track of every single day. Because if I did, this book would literally be 5,000 pages long. Because we gotta go from our main character being 14 to 18. And if I have to write out what he does every day, I give up. Really focus on outlining Act 1. Maybe write Act 1 and then outline Act 2. So that way if things slightly shift and stuff, I don't have to scrap all that work. At this rate, I am never going to finish this book. It's going to sit in its first draft, horrible first draft, for forever. It's June 10th. I can't remember when I started this. I don't know when I started it, but I know it's been a while. Filming other things. I've been working on trying to get my Etsy started, which I have all the stuff I need. I just have to finish getting, making some of the products so I can take photos. But I want to get this book done because I want to possibly have this all done, this whole second edit, by the end of July. And July is the next camp. So I need to get on that. I need to world build some more. I need to be sure that I have a concrete world in place and to be sure this outline is decent. Last time I left off, I had finished chapter 1 and I was like, I'll do each of the chapters, each day, and I would just do it that way. Yeah, that hasn't happened. So today I'm going to do all 3 chapters that are left in Act 1. I'm going to also be watching my backlist of booktube videos that I need to watch. Right now I am watching a book haul from Hardback Hoarder. My reward for doing this is possibly, if I do it quickly, I can sit outside in my hammock and read this beauty right here. I started it last night, but I'm on I'm on page 12, and I'm gonna have a actual reading vlog of reading the whole original trilogy and also reading this up at some point because Pan-Amathon was pushed back, except for since I had this book, and the hold on it now is 6 months. And I'm not gonna wait 6 months to read it when I have it in my possession now. So I'm just gonna upload it whenever Pan-Amathon is actually happening. All you need to know is I'm working on it today, and I will let you know how quickly I get it done. It is 12:30 when I'm starting this. So I know watching booktube while I do this is gonna slow me down. Slow is better than nothing, because if I wasn't doing it this way, I would probably just go straight to reading my book or embroidering or just anything else, because outlining sucks. Day 5,622, and I'm still not done. No, it's 4:30. I started at 12:30. I did take a break for an hour to sit outside with Ted Cooper, just because like I had a feeling that by the time I got done with it, it wouldn't be warm enough and there wouldn't be any direct sunlight in our backyard for it to be worth it to him. I'm on chapter 3, so I have one more chapter after this. Really, it's turning out to be just a first draft. Like the first draft I did was more of a 0 draft, and now this one's becoming my first draft. Just wanted to update you that I'm still not done. I didn't finish it yesterday. I'm wearing the same shirt, so it looks like it's the same day. And I could play it off of being like, oh, I finished it today, but no. It is the 11th. But I finished Act 1 finally. And chapter 4 is the intense one. That's when everything comes crashing down. I am content with the outline that I was able to come up with. Act 1 is 9 pages long and it spans over 2 months. I think it's good. I can't start writing right now because I need to make my world Bible and I need to be sure I have all my characters fleshed out and stuff like that. If all goes well, I have lots of story ideas and I'm basically, all my fantasies are gonna be in this world. I need to have a world Bible so that way everything makes sense, and even if this becomes a series, all the series connects together, and also like just if there's another book in this world that it makes sense and it doesn't feel like it's a completely different world. I think the next video that I'm gonna have is a world building video, basically talking about how I'm world building. It's a journey. This is my first book, so there's gonna be things that I don't know and I have to figure out. I'm okay with that. I'm just happy that I'm still trucking along and I haven't just given up. There will be links in the description to petitions to sign and information for the Black Lives Matter movement. And so please check those out, please. Some of those petitions are really important and they haven't met their goals yet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great morning or evening whenever you're watching this. Check out those links and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Do you need to go potty? Oh. Okay.